Today we will be working on how to play fast runs on the piano. So I'm going to start with the right hand with the passage I did, and maybe you saw that I play these 4 notes, and then I play 4 notes here: D, G, B, A and B, and the same notes up here, and then I came back. So it's D, G, A and B. So the first thing is the movement, and if we consider the hand, when I play this, I know that the thumb is a little smaller, so it has to adjust. I can't play it right here, I have to go in. So to play this passage, the first kind of trick, if you want to call it, is play in, out, out, in, out, out, in, and that gets you all the way up. Also, you could take it in the two sections. Let's say from D to G. It's very simple to rotate and get to the B very quickly. And then once we get to the B, we'll rotate, and that movement throws you here. With a rotation at the end. So pretty much this is very simple. And what we need to do is get from here to here, and we do it with a rotation on B. And that allows it to play the whole passage. The other thing is, as you go up on the keyboard, your wrist should follow it. So if you're here, your wrist should be behind it, and also here. It should not be on this way, like more towards this point. It should be towards where you're playing. That's it for the right hand on this passage. And I can say most of the passages, say if I pick another passage, I'm using the same rotations. That's what I'm saying. If you get this, you could apply somewhere else. Now, as far as for the left hand, what I did is G, D, G, and when you play this, you could play the G on the bass and rotate towards it. You rotate, and that allows you to pass the third finger A and B over. So that's the movement involved: rotation, A and B. And then you have the right hand, rotate in, all together slow would be this. And if you have enough muscles to do it, that's what is involved in it. And you could play other passages that are the same. So most of the passages could be tackled that way, and you just need to make sure you group them. You find a point of rotation, and you consider the hand as what fingers are longer and shorter. And it's true that the hand should be, the wrist should be behind the movement. If at any point any of those are interrupted, then we have a problem, and sometimes we could practice many hours or sometimes you play it right 2 times and then one wrong, and again you fail. And it's because you're not looking at the movements. Already starting to play it the way it's gonna be, and what I do is emphasize every other note. So if I emphasize G, D will be light, G will be strong, so every other note, loud, light. So loud, light, loud, light, loud. So that gives an accent to every other note, and it's emphasizing different fingers and the other ones are resting. And at the same time, we're doing what works for technique, which is doing the opposite all the time. Sometimes it happens if you play everything loud, then it's hard to play soft. If you play everything soft, it's hard to play light and so forth, strong. So that means if you play loud, sometimes you're using a lot of muscles, but when you play very light, then you use less of the muscles, so you need to get used to that too. Now the next one is the same, but we do the opposite. If we started loud, now we're going to start soft. So we do soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, loud. Okay, it's the same but backwards. We do that to emphasize different fingers. Now we emphasize the fingers that we did not emphasize on the third one. This one I did, it would be the fourth exercise. Now the fifth exercise is emphasizing every 3 notes. So that means we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's sometimes the song could go like that with the emphasis. And note that all these actions are for the purpose of technique and finger independence, and we're trying to do it within the run. If I was trying to play musically, I will not do this at all afterwards. And so now when I work on speed, what I do is do it 1 note slow, 1 note fast. So that means this will be the 7th rhythm that we do or exercise. So let's say I play G. I play these 2 notes fast. So I play from D to G. So now I'm starting to get a different kind of thing. The muscles are getting used to the speed, which is totally different from independence. Sometimes if you work too much in independence, then you feel like you're tired. Your muscles can't move right because they're tired. So we have to vary it. And again, like I said before, technique works well from opposite. Now what we do is do it backwards. So we start quick because this one was slow. We could do this too very quickly, very easily. But now we're doing it backwards. We go from the G to the D quickly. So. Okay, and now we have 2 more. Now that we did it like this, we could take groups of 4. That means we could play from G all the way to B. And that's already getting you to the speed. Depending on your facility, for me that would be enough if I was practicing it. But some people like to start on a different note. Let's say we start on D. We could do 3 notes, and that will make you work on the crossing. So let's say now I'm gonna do this one quick and cross. I could start on the G here. So I could play. Or I could also play on the A. And then we have one last one that will be trying to play all 8 together. So if I do this, start on G. And that's how you get the speed at the end. And then you should try it all together. That's kind of how we get the speed. So if you're patient, you could do the exercises first. Depending on your level, you could do those exercises. It won't hurt at all. And I know they're no musical. And then you could add the movements. Or do the opposite. Try to do the movements first, how the hand move, and then try to do the exercises with the movements at the same time. So you could play it sometimes slowly. You know, you can play it quick, so you can play it slow. I hope this video was helpful, and if you like it, subscribe. Thank you very much.